Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Scotto's Garden, where the more we know, the better we grow. Zone 6 Urban Gardening. Absolutely beautiful day here in the Gym City. Quite a few people have been asking me, and trust me, when I first had my very first tomato plant back in well, it wasn't my first garden because I started growing some other stuff first, but when I started growing tomatoes, I had a really big question with myself. Am I pruning it right? What exactly am I supposed to be pruning? And no matter how many videos I watched or whatever, this and that and that and this, no matter how many people told me, it was like, I'm still confused. So I totally understand, and especially for the beginners, you won't be confused after this. When it comes to your tomatoes and pruning, you almost want them to get naked. You know, when you look at your tomatoes, they're going to be nice and full, and you're not really going to be able to see through it. You want to get almost all of that leaf material and those big suckers. You want to get them out of there, because all they're doing is being bullies. They're draining the life out of your plants and out of your tomatoes. They're giving it life, but at the same time they're taking away from encouraging fruit growth. And you'll have this big old massive plant with these big old leaves, but not a lot of fruit, and that's not what we're going for. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we get our plant naked. Now, I mean naked. When you look through there, you want to be able to see right through there, because all that's allowing airflow, aeration, and everything is allowing the sun to come hit them. These big suckers right here is the big leaf branches that don't produce any fruit or flower or anything. They just keep getting bigger and bigger. So right here, we want to take him on out of there. You see that? That's exactly what the suckers look like. They'll look like this, and they'll just keep getting bigger and bigger. Here's a big old pile of them, and I'll use these later for compost. But see right here, when they start going down or they start doing anything except reaching up for the sky, they got to go, because you don't need them. You feel me? All you need is a couple suckers and branches at the top to soak up and bring in that sunlight. So when they start doing things like pointing downwards or blocking over, like these tomatoes right here, you don't want a bunch of them blocking over and blocking that sunlight out. So you want to get that on out of there. You know, like right here. Bam. You want him out of there. Bam. You want him out of there. And you don't want to go clipping too fast, because you don't want to accidentally hit any spots where your fruit are be coming out at. But you just want to make sure you get those suckers out of there as soon as possible, because you want to have the most fruit production you can. And the suckers and the big leaves, they simply take away from it. One thing for sure, and this is how I know if I've trimmed it right. When you start thinking to yourself, I wonder if I took too much off, or I probably took too much off, then you've probably done it just right. Because just when you think you've trimmed too much, you probably haven't trimmed enough. This is Scotto's Garden. Make sure to get out there and prune those tomato plants all the way naked. That'll give you the best production and encourage the most tomato growth that you're going to get. Follow, like, and subscribe at Scotto's Garden. Keep gardening and keep growing. Holla at your boy. Out.